Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Switch Fight Win. Just a beautiful podcast, just an amazing piece of art where we're discussing, we're debating, we're talking about all things.
Yeah, this is the new Mona Lisa of podcasting.
Absolutely. Yeah, just
you like my art reference there.
Innovative, refreshing,
and sexy.
Sexy. It's a good word. I like it.
Yes. So today we are debating. Mm-hmm. We have a new updated top 100 Nintendo Switch games. One of our most viewed or listened to podcasts of all time was the top 100. But now we have some new stats. We have some new information. We have some new rankings. And today we're going to debate, to rap about the top 100 to number 51.
I like it.
None of that rhymed at all. It was just me shouting.
Should I rap all of the each of the 10 that we do? Yeah, 10 each.
Yikes,
each group.
no. We should.
Sounds good.
I mean, you can try if you want to.
Yeah, no thanks.
But I kind of want to read it to you as a surprise.
Okay, I like that better.
So, today we're just going over the debate. If you caught our other podcasts, we are splitting them into 3 now with the sales and new games and the news. And today is our debate. Normally we'd share poll and bet updates and your guys' responses, but no one loves us anymore. Mm-hmm. Everyone hates us. Mm-hmm. And so we have nothing to share from you guys. Right. So, as we go into any of these podcasts, make sure you send us your feedback on Twitter, on Discord. Links are in the show notes. You can even comment on the YouTube videos, and we would love to hear from you guys in these debates. Anything you want to say before we jump into our top 100?
I'm going to be very mad if Undertale is not on this list again.
Okay.
I know it's not, but I'm going to be very angry.
Okay.
Just,
good. I'm glad you're going to be angry.
Quick clarification.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go 10 by 10, and we're not going to talk about every game because this podcast would be a couple hours probably.
Probably.
So we're just going to do 100 to 51. And we're going to go by 10s. We'll read off the 10, so 100 to 91.
Yep. And
any ones that stick out to you specifically, we can talk about. But we're not going to hit all in 10. But if you have a certain game that you guys are thinking about as we read them off, you're like, what? Super Mario Odyssey is number 88?
Wow.
That's not right. Then send us your thoughts, because we'll read them on the next podcast.
Yeah. Heck yeah, we will.
All right, are you ready?
I'm so
D-Rum roll, please. All right, so number 1 is Limbo.
Well, number 100.
Sorry, number 100.
Okay.
Yikes, number 1 is Limbo. 99 is Boaz.
Yep.
98 is Super Mario Party.
Yep.
Wonder Boy is 97. The Dragon's Trap. 96 is Guacamelee, the first Super Turbo edition. 95, Bastion. 94, Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. 93, Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. 92 is Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. 91 is Thimbleweed Park. So those are the first 10. Anything stick out to you there, popping off that list?
Biggest one that's standing out to me is Mario Party.
Yep. Mario Party just making the top 100. I think last time we did this, it fell out of the top 100, and it was one of the mine that was like, really? It's not in the top 100? Yeah. This time, 98. What do you think about that?
You know what? I have to say, whoever's developed this game of Super Mario Party has done just a fantastic job at rejuvenating this dead franchise.
Rejuvenating.
Because it has legitimately been dead at the very least since 8, if not longer than that. And there's something about this Super Mario Party. I think it's a fine game. I don't know if I would say it belongs in the top 100, but something has stuck out about it that has made it reach this top 100.
Okay.
And so I'm very proud of these developers for doing what they're doing to bring back the love for Mario Party that once existed.
So the tough thing about this list is that all the games are Switch specific. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for things like, okay, yeah, Dark Souls Remastered came to the Switch.
Sure.
And then you have Super Mario Party, which is a better game. Probably Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But if I'm saying Switch specifically, I'm like, Yeah, but if you have the Switch, you should really get Mario Party.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you don't have any friends, which I'm sorry, we'll be your friends. We'll hang out. Come find our streams when we start streaming.
But we can't play Mario Party online.
We can play mini games. So it has a 76 critic score, 7.5 user score. Switch list has a 4.15 out of 5.
Yeah.
So if you double that, it's like 8.3. I think it's, as you said, it's a good game. They could have done things to make it great.
For sure.
The mini games were great.
Yep.
The boards, The amount of content, So if they would have poured a lot into this, I think it could easily have been a top 50.
Yep.
I think because it's such like a Switch specific game, like if someone bought a Switch now and I was saying, hey, here's some games that you probably want to buy.
Yep.
Super Mario Party would definitely be on that list.
Yep.
It's not like so bad that I would say stay away from it. It's like, yeah, it's good. It's not great. It's good. So I think it definitely deserves the top 100.
Yeah.
And 98 even might be a little low for me. I don't know.
Okay.
Comparing games, maybe it's not the greatest game, but comparing Switch, yes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it belongs there, maybe a little bit higher, as in it should be more in the 100 zone than the 90 zone. But I don't have a problem. Like, I don't think it's offensive to have it there by any means.
I'm offended.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
If you're on Twitter and you're offended, tell us that you're offended.
Yeah, I'm gonna block the words Super Mario Party on my Twitter.
After that, the other game that sticks out to me is still Guacamelee 1.
Yeah.
It's still a top 100 game, and I've been playing 2 a little bit, and I've been loving it. I haven't played 1 that much, but I'm surprised it's still a top 100 game.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know.
And the other one is Bastion, which is another good action RPG, but I think it's maybe 8 or 7 years old now.
Yeah.
And for an action RPG that wasn't remastered or anything, just ported over to the Switch, it's just still such a loved game. 90 critic score and 8.5 user score. Yeah. So that's kind of surprising to me. But I think the Switch is a good place to play that if you have never played it before, because I think it would run perfectly in handheld mode, and maybe that's why it's in such a high spot.
Yep.
Anything else from those 10?
Not that I remember.
I think the one that I would love to get the most out of those, honestly, would actually be Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time.
Yeah.
For some more co-op fun.
Totally.
But I don't know enough about it to really justify if it should be in the top 100.
Yep.
All right, are you ready for the next 10?
Let's do this.
Number 90 is the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. 89 Snipper Clips Plus.
Okay.
Cut it out together. 88 is Mega Man X Legacy Collection again.
Yep.
But there's so many Mega Man collections, I don't know why.
Gross.
87 Final Fantasy VII, which just came out a little bit ago. 86 Pokemon Tournament DX. 85 Child of Light. 84 Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. 83 Battle Chasers Night War. 82 is where we find Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. And 81 Battle Chef Brigade. So a lot of games actually there that are kind of popular, but not super popular.
Yeah.
Some indie ones there too.
Let's Go is the most crazy thing, I would say.
82 is crazy for Let's Go?
I think that's surprising. I think I would expect, I think when it first came out, people were automatically disappointed with it. Okay. And then as it went on, it felt like it was kind of becoming like a cult classic within 1 month of coming out. But there's some surprising stuff on that list for sure. Snipper Clips is maybe an odd choice to have in the top 100.
You don't think it's worthy of the top 100?
I'm a fan of it. I like it, but I kind of feel the same as I do about Let's Go. Of like these are two pretty simple games that I'm kind of surprised would make it on this list. But I think it goes back to what we were talking about for Mario Party. Is these are games that when people buy the Switch, they're probably going to be the things
it's
they're
Switch specific. And Snipper Clips, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because I think it is so creative that I'm trying to think of any game that I've played that's like it, even close. Nothing comes to my mind. I could be wrong, but it's not like a game that you're gonna see and you're like, dude, this is the greatest game of all time. But you sit down and you play and like, hey, this is really creative, really unique. Good job.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I think it's good with me that it's number 89. But
yeah,
I don't know. Other than that, Pokken Tournament actually is probably more surprising to me than Pokemon Let's Go.
Yeah,
because Pokemon Let's Go, I mean, it's still a Pokemon game that, is at least similar to the RPGs of old, where Pokken Tournament just feels kind of like a bad Smash Bros.
Yeah, there was a very big base of people who were super into Pokken when it came out.
Yeah, and I guess when the Switch came out, it didn't have a Smash Bros.
Yeah.
So that's part of it too. But now that we have a Smash Bros., does anyone play Pokken Tournament?
I think it's a totally different thing.
You think so?
I have it on my Wii U.
Okay.
And it's a lot. I mean, Pokken is Tekken, so
right.
It's a very complex, weird kind of. I think it's a very different audience that is into that kind of thing.
It's more of like the 1v1 fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess to me, I'm not like the biggest fighting game fan, so I just kind of lump everything together.
Sure.
And I understand Smash Bros. Is way different, but
yeah.
I guess I'm just surprised that people would still be playing Pokken Tournament after Smash Bros. Came out. Even though Mortal Kombat, I haven't heard amazing things about. Some problems there, but that's out now. I'm trying to think if there's any. There's the Dragon Ball games with the 1v1 fighting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. To me, I don't care about it, but I guess some people do.
I think it has a dedicated base though. It has its place, I would say.
Okay.
So
all right. Moving on, or do you have any other ones that stood out?
Nope, let's do this.
Well, actually, Final Fantasy VII stood out to me.
Oh, yeah.
87 is pretty high for a game that's, ancient.
20 years.
That didn't really get remastered or anything to it. It just got ported to the Switch, even with its bugs.
Yep.
But people just love that game so much. There's so much nostalgia. There's so much, I guess, good story to it. I've never played it. That people are still willing to rank it so high with its crappy graphics and bugs.
Yep.
It's like, what? Really?
Oh, man.
But it's apparently one of the best Final Fantasies of all time, I guess. I don't know.
I've never played it.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm the worst.
I know. We all are.
Next 10.
All right, next 10. 80 is Baba Is You. Whew, yeah. 79, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Because Pikachu is definitely better than Eevee, I guess. 78, Hyrule Warriors. 77, Thumper. 76, Fast RMX. 75, Cave Story Plus. 74, New Super Mario Bros. U. 73, Hyper Light Drifter. 72, Ikaruga. 71, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the DLC Champions Ballad. Not the actual game. Just the DLC by itself hit number 71.
Dude, there's some pretty terrifying stuff on that 10.
On that 10, that was a little more spicy.
Yeah, yikes.
First of all, you got Baba Is You. Like that new puzzle game that came out last month.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, this is cool, but also really weird.
Yeah, man, that is an odd choice to have on there. It makes sense. We were talking about it being very creative. Kind of the same thing as Snipper Clips, I would say, of it's an odd thing that showed up on here, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and I think I talked this last time we went over the top 100 is puzzle games have such an easier time of getting high ratings because if it's something creative and it works, then you're not going to have complaints about it. And I think that's true of Baba Is You. It's 84 critic, 8 user score on Switch list as a user score of 4.67 out of 5.
Yeah.
So almost a 5 out of 5.
Sheesh.
So those that have the game really love it. It's, I think, not super popular. It's got a 7.7 out of 10 popularity score on our list. But yeah, it's number 80, man. I guess we're going to have to go out and try it.
Yeah, I guess
so. If you guys have tried it, you got to let us know. This is crazy.
But, oh, man, and this sounds crazy, too, to have Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe on here as well.
74?
That is insane. But when even though when I first heard that, I'm like, are you kidding me? I actually went and I played a quick demo of it at a GameStop. They had it sitting out there. I was like, I haven't tried it with the Joy-Cons yet. I'll mess around with it. And I understand why it's up here because I forgot how much fun I had with that game. On the Wii U, just a very consistent, simple game to have. It makes sense why it's as popular as it is. It has its place, and if it wasn't on the Wii U and it showed up here and it wasn't a port, I would say it definitely deserves to be.
It'd be top 50.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the only reason I haven't bought it yet is because I feel like I'm protesting that it's $60 again for a game I already have on my Wii U.
$60 for a Wii U launch title
that had. I mean, all they updated was like stupid new characters that I don't want anyways.
Toadette. Nabbit.
Peachette. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's such a hard thing because it's like, I don't want it, but for those that didn't have a Wii U, which there's probably a lot of people that didn't have a Wii U or didn't have it on their Wii U.
Yeah.
I would recommend it. So.
Yeah, totally.
So, it pains me.
Yeah, it does.
It pains me specifically because I'm like, no, Nintendo, you should not be able to get away with this. But again, they have, and they always do, and they don't care about our opinions.
Yeah,
so.
Big yikes. What's Thumper? I don't know what that is.
I think Thumper is more of a rhythm game, I want to say. Let me look it up again. But
yeah, I remember hearing about it and thinking it was a rhythm game as well.
Yeah, it's an arcade rhythm game.
Okay. It looks kind of like a mix between Guitar Hero and the
it's Guitar Hero with no guitar.
Yeah, well, the VR game, the
Beat Saber.
Yeah. That's the yes. This game coming out for Labo VR Thumper Labo VR 2019.
Yeah, it's surprising how many indie games can get on this list, which is cool because I like the balance of having the AAA titles, but they don't get all the control just because they're popular.
Yep.
But even these games, Thumper, Fast RMX, Baba Is You somehow making it. Ikaruga is one of those older arcade games that everyone loves. That's the other funny thing at 71 is Zelda's DLC, or one of the DLCs. It's like that good of a game that the DLC that people said, it's good, it's not great, still made the top 100.
Yep.
It's like, really? Okay. It's just funny to me. All right, any other thoughts before we move on to the next 10, or are you good?
Let's do the
you
next
good with
10.
Hyrule Warriors?
78?
78?
I think that's fitting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a problem.
Okay. The next 10, starting at number 70, L.A. Noir.
Noir.
It's some like French.
It's noir.
Is it noir?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 69 is Mario and Rabbids DLC. So another DLC, Donkey Kong Adventure.
Oh.
68 is SteamWorld Heist. 67, West of Loathing. 66 is good old Minecraft. 65 is the original Snipper Clips.
Oh, God. Yeah, right.
64, Owlboy. 63, Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. 62, South Park, The Fractured Butthole. And 61, Mega Man 11.
What's up with all this Mega Man?
There's so many Mega Mans,
dude,
man.
I'm so tired.
And everyone rates them so high. I don't know why.
Yeah. I've never played a Mega Man in my life.
I played it back on. Was it on the Sega or is it just?
Yeah, it was on Sega.
It was a Sega original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I played one
Capcom.
Mega Man.
Yep. Honestly, most of this stuff sounds pretty fitting, I would say here. I guess Minecraft is a little bit.
That's
of a
probably
surprise.
triggering to some people. I feel like it's super polarizing. For me, it's like it shouldn't even be in the top 100.
Really?
Well, okay, that's not fair. I'm done with my Minecraft. I'm like, okay,
dude, Minecraft.
Can we move on to something? I know people keep playing it. And I'm like, can we just move on to something else, please?
No, I think
it's time to put it to rest.
No, I think it went to rest because I think all these Gen Z kids in elementary school, they're playing Minecraft, early middle school playing Minecraft, and then the Fortnite kids take over, and I think all of these. The older kids just start being like, back in my day, we had the Minecrafts. And honestly, I kind of want to jump back on that hype train too.
No.
I'm starting to miss it. I kind of want to just go home right now and play Minecraft, I love Minecraft. I definitely think it belongs here. It has its place, and it will never die.
It's too low on the list then?
No.
You think it should be top 50 or or
maybe
40, 50, 30.
Yeah, a lot of these things, like we've talked about, are just so hard to rank. And I think this is a very special case of something that is released on literally every console since the Xbox 360.
Since, like, we were born.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, not really.
But I mean, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, Wii U, everything has Minecraft.
Google Stadia.
Google Stadia, your iPhone, your Kindle tablet. Like, you can get it on everything. And so it's such a hard thing to rank. But it has so much to offer, and it's cemented its legacy as one of the all-time great games, for sure. I think it belongs.
I just feel like we've seen a progression of MMORPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why did they make it so long? Like, at least we went from, like, Ultimate Online to EverQuest to World of Warcraft. And I guess World of Warcraft still has a lot of popularity, but I feel like there's going to be something that it moves to.
Yeah, sure.
Or at least there's other things. And it's just like, Minecraft, like, can we just get, like, another game that's, like, similar that actually outbeats Minecraft? And maybe it's not possible because Minecraft has had so long to make so many mods and so many extra things that it's just not possible. I don't know.
Why would you want to do something?
It just feels like it needs to be, I don't know, different, innovated somehow.
I think it's
I just don't want to play the same Minecraft. I know there's so many mods. I know there's so many things you can do with it, but just update it, tweak it in some way that makes it a new game.
It's like saying tweak Legos, like make Legos different.
Okay.
I think that...
I just don't ever want to play it again.
Okay, man.
I mean, to be fair, I never spent that much time playing it originally either,
Yeah.
so maybe I just don't like it.
Man, I love Minecraft, man.
Okay.
But
Other than that, I think in this section of 10, again, snipper clips, that feels high.
a little odd.
Binding of Isaac is such a historic game that,
Sure.
I don't know, 63 almost seems a little low, but...
Yeah, I think I agree with that. And I think the only kind of out of place thing maybe on this is the Mario Rabbids
Donkey Kong DLC?
Yeah, I haven't played it, but it's not like I've heard a lot of people clamoring about how great it is either.
It's an 82 critic score, 8 user score,
Okay.
4.36 out of 5 on Switch list.
I don't have a problem with it there. It just seems out of place
Yeah.
a bit, I guess.
To me, SteamWorld Heist, I wish I had more time to play through more of it, but one of my favorite turn-based strategy games, probably of all time.
Oh.
So for it to be at 68, I don't know if it's unfair, but me ranking it, I would say it's top 50.
Okay.
So, I don't know. If you haven't played it, you should go check it out.
I got to.
I
I
need
need
to.
to.
Any other out of place or weird things? I mean, South Park being on there. I mean,
I've heard great things.
I don't have any interest.
I've heard great.
A lot of people.
I have interest.
Okay.
I
You
want to
do?
check it out, but
You want to check out the butthole?
yeah, the fractured.
The fractured butthole?
Yes, absolutely.
Do-
All right,
You do that.
our last 10.
All
Let's
right, our
do
last
it.
10 for this episode. Starting at number 60 is Guacamelee 2. Number 59, Moonlighter. Number 58 is Undertale.
What?
57 is Crash Bandicoot. Insane Trilogy. 56, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. 55, Night in the Woods. 54, Wargroove. 53, Calamari Damacy Reroll. 52, Enter the Gungeon. And 51, where we will stop, is Golf Story. What do you want to talk about, Zach?
My child did it.
Your child.
Just risen above. Ha ha ha. Fitting place. Absolutely. Deserved spot.
Mm-hmm.
It is fought. It is clamored for its spot at the top. And it has finally made it.
Yes, for those that don't know the history of this and are just coming to this podcast fresh. The last time we did Top 100, this was with less data points. I think Undertale was just out of the Top 100. I think it was like 103 or something.
Yeah.
And you were super
I
upset.
was very upset. And it's like, yeah, man, it went up like 50 points.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is deserved. I love
Okay,
Undertale.
57 feels good to you. You're happy about it. Because I was even worried that I'd say 57. You're like, no, it needs to be like 10.
No, I mean, I have to be realistic about it.
Okay.
I mean, I think that this is a good spot for it to be, especially when we get into that top 50. There's just some amazing AAA Nintendo stuff.
Right.
Undertale needs to be in that top 100 for sure. I think that's a very fair place for it to be.
Okay.
And I think also that I would prefer it on PC over Switch.
Okay.
So in that sense, I'm okay with it.
Really? Because I feel like it was decent from what I've played. I need to play a lot more, but it seemed fine handheld to me.
Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it on the Switch.
Is it just more like using the keyboard arrows feels better?
Yeah. I don't know why. It just using a joystick to move.
Yeah, it did feel a little awkward to me. You're right. I haven't played it on PC, but yeah, it does feel a little bit awkward with the joystick.
But everything else on here, honestly, stuff I'm not too familiar with. Golf Story, I've dove a little bit into.
I love Golf Story. I haven't gone back and finished it. I think I have like 1 or 2 courses left. So I got pretty far into it. When I was playing it, I was like addicted, man. I was like, this is awesome.
Yep.
But I can see how some people don't like golf.
Or golf stories.
The RPG stuff was fun. The golfing mechanic was a little bit weak, so I think that brought it down a little bit. So I'm fine with it being 51. Enter the Gungeon was a game that I almost bought on sale because it was like half off a little bit ago. But I've heard amazing things about that shooter. So 52 is probably a great spot for it. It was really interesting. I was listening to IGN talk about their top 25. I think they just released their updated 25 top Nintendo Switch games. Guacamelee 2 made their top 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for us, it's sitting at number 60 with an 87 critic score, 8.3 user score, and 4.59 Switch list out of 5. So yeah, I don't know. To me, it's a great game. I loved it so far. It's pretty funny. It's pretty great. Maybe it just didn't get enough popularity so far with enough ratings and collections. Yeah, 8.3 popularity score. A lot of the top 50 games have closer to a 9. So maybe it's just it didn't carry quite enough popularity to boost it in the top 50. But I was really surprised IGN said it was top 25.
I don't know. I think that if I had a lot of fun with the first Guacamelee. And I think that if I were to go through Guacamelee 2 and it had enough changes and just kind of revolutionizing their series, I could see that being in my personal top 25 for Switch.
What about Crash Bandicoot? Good old Crash Bandicoot, PS1, number 57.
So, but this is the
trilogy. Yeah, it's the trilogy.
Yeah, that's something I would really like to pick up from GameFly and mess around with.
Yeah.
Something that I could see spending a lot of time. But I think it's something that people were just excited to get back into. Long time removed from the series. Yeah. I don't know if I would say it belongs there, but I understand why
it's there. Like such nostalgia for me. That's like one of my favorite childhood games of all time. I just feel bad. I think it's like, what, $30 or $40 even for the I think maybe just 30. But even that feels bad to me. Like,
really? I mean, that's like 3 $10 virtual console games?
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of dropping a load of cash on virtual console games when it's like, yeah, I could take that $30 and buy Dead Cells, or I could buy Celeste and Katana Zero now or whatever, and try something new. So yeah, I mean, it would be fun to get it from GameFly. 57 does feel high though, I think, to me, for a game that's just a 20-year-old classic, 25-year-old classic.
Yeah, probably.
From the first one, maybe?
Mid-90s, yeah.
All right. The other one, interesting, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate was also on IGN's top 25. But I think they're a little bit biased because one of the girls, like, that's her favorite game that she gets to vote on. So I feel like 57. I feel like 56 is a little more appropriate. She'd probably kill us, but I just feel like it's not a game for everyone. Yeah. From what I hear, I haven't played it myself, but a lot of people are like, unless you're really gonna be obsessed and dive deep into it, it's not really a game you should probably pick up.
Sure. It looks pretty incredible.
It does. It looks like a really good game. It just looks too intense to really please a large crowd.
Sure. Yeah.
So for it to be a top 25 game, to me, doesn't feel right, where 56 feels a little bit better. Maybe it deserves top 50, but...
Yeah. I'm curious to see what the top 25 looks like going forward, which we'll be diving into next week. And I think I'll have a better idea of which of these games down here. I'm guessing there's probably a couple in this bottom 50 of the 100 that I think should be in that top 25.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games. I'm interested in the discussion next week because it's, moving any of those games up, it's hard because there are really good games in the top 50 that you all of a sudden have to take out.
Right.
And that makes it really difficult.
Yeah. Well, hey, there's some great stuff here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of well-deserved. Congratulations to any of these developers who happen to be watching Switch Fight Win. But hey, I mean, I know you're probably not listening, but I'm very appreciative of these games that have been coming out. Just the outpouring of indie support on the Switch has been fantastic.
It's super cool. And to make the top 100 is actually a huge achievement.
Yeah, totally.
Because we take essentially any game that actually gets a critic score. So any game that gets a Metacritic or OpenCritic score, and we take more data than that. Yeah. But that's kind of our requirement because there's so much shovelware is the term on the Switch where it's just garbage. Yep. And so that's kind of like, or at least our barrier. Right. But there's still 1,000+ games on our list. Yeah. So they're in the top 10%. Yeah. And if you take in all the shovelware and do the total Switch games, I think there's probably like 1,500 maybe. Wow. Maybe even more than that. Maybe even 2,000. Yeah. And so they're like in the top 5% of all games on the Switch just by making the top 100.
It's crazy. So good job. Good job, you guys.
Good job. Thank you guys for having so many games. I think that's just really encouraging. Like, there's no game in that top 100 where you're like, that game sucks. Like, get it off the Switch. Right. There's 100 good games that we have to choose from on the Switch. I think that's really exciting.
Super Mario Bros. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, great work, guys.
Hit us up with your thoughts if any of those stood out to you. Whether we talked about it or not, we would love to hear your opinions because we haven't played every single game. We don't have that much money or time, but you guys probably do. Totally. Our viewers and listeners are very rich, apparently.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Which is why we talk about sales.
Right.
Anyways, thank you guys so much. Hit us up on Twitter, Luke_WTP. Zach, you are?
Zach with a K _WTP.
Probably a good specification.
Yeah.
For the two people that have tried to look you up with an H.
And they just gave up and never came back. Too bad.
Yeah, anyways, we'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. We'll read them on the next podcast, and we'll hear from you guys in whatever the next episode is. We probably don't know the order of these coming out, but I'll figure that out today. So,
sounds good.
Either way, see you guys later. Adios.
Bye.